We're going to list the possible rational zeros and then find one zero from that list. So first thing we need to do to list the possible rational zeros, P, R, Z, we need to take the ratios of all the factors of the constant term over the factors of the leading coefficient, which in this case is just 1. All right, so all of the factors of 45, if we need to list them, all right, I'll list them here. I start with the number 1. I like to list my factor pairs. 1 and 45. 2 does not go into 45. 3 and 15. 4 does not go into 45. 5 does. 5 and 9. 6, 7, and 8 do not go into 45. Back to 9. And here's my list. All right, so I have 1, 3, 5, 9, 15, and 45. All over, the factors of 1 are just 1. Okay, so here's my possible rational zeros. I'll put them down here. I have plus or minus 1 over 1, plus or minus 3 over 1, plus or minus 5 over 1, plus or minus 9 over 1, plus or minus 15 over 1, and plus or minus 45 over 1. So the real zeros of this function are going to be in this list. Now we don't know which ones they are. So how many do we have? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. We have 12 possibilities. All right, so we're going to use synthetic division to find a zero, and your guess is as good as mine of where to start. I'm going to start at the front of the line. I'm going to start with 1 and negative 1 because those are going to be the easiest to do with synthetic division. All right, so here is 1, and I'm going to put all the coefficients of my function. So 1, negative 5, negative 9, and 45. All right, first number comes down, 1. 1 times 1 is 1. Negative 5 plus 1 is negative 4. 1 times negative 4 is negative 4. Negative 9 plus negative 4 is negative 13. Negative 13 times 1 is negative 13. And 45 minus 13 is not 0. So that's not going to work. Okay, so 1 didn't work. Let's try negative 1. All right, so here's negative 1. I'll list all my coefficients. 1, negative 5, negative 9, 45. First one comes down, 1. 1 times negative 1 is negative 1. Add these two, negative 6. Multiply these two, positive 6. Add these two, negative 3. Multiply these two, positive 3. Add these two, 48. Okay, so not 0. So it's not 1 or negative 1. And let's try 3. All right, here's 3. Write down the coefficients. 1, negative 5, negative 9, 45. Drop down the first one. 1, multiply, 3, add, negative 2, multiply, negative 6, add, negative 15, Make that look better. Negative 15 multiply negative 45. Here we go. Got it. 45 minus 45, or 45 plus a negative 45, gives you a 0 remainder. Okay, so here is one of my zeros, is 3. All right, the other two zeros, just for your reference, the zeros are 3, negative 3, and 5. So maybe you want to try synthetic division. We already did 3 to find out that that works. Maybe you want to try synthetic division with negative 3 and with positive 5 to make sure that you get a 0 in the end.